Hey. So, I was just at a 4th of July celebration thing, fireworks show. Um, um, yeah. And I just thought I would share some thoughts regarding, well, fireworks and America, essentially. Um, you know, let's see. This is unscripted again. I'm just going to say in this video, hopefully, well, I don't know. Pretty much all my videos are unscripted unless they are obviously scripted. Like the video I made about the student who was failing all his classes and then shocked his entire school. That was obviously scripted. Anyway, but otherwise my videos are always unscripted. So anyway, but yeah, so all right. First of all, I'll say one thing. So as I was a little while ago at this, watching these fireworks go off, a thought crossed my mind, which I think is worth sharing. Now, I am a pretty big, I guess, advocate for psychedelics, or at least psilocybin mushrooms. Although also, I know what DMT is like sort of, because I've tripped on my own DMT, so I know what it feels like, but I haven't actually smoked it or anything. I can only imagine what that's like. I'd like to experience it at some point, but anyway, gotta be careful with that stuff. But and with shrooms, really, any compound like that is any psychedelic compound needs to be treated with caution and respect. But there's fireworks going off right now. Probably can't hear them, but yeah. But one thing I thought as I was watching the fireworks is, well, one, wow, this is beautiful, and it was very loud, of course, as is often or always the case, pretty much. Unless you just get a bunch of screechers or whatever, which are still loud, but not like boom, So anyway, but I was thinking, wow, this is beautiful and this is incredible, and I was also thinking had a number of thoughts. I thought, wow, it's amazing that humans created these, and then, well, really God must be so amazing because he created the people who created these fireworks. So I guess maybe it's more accurate to say the people who created the machines that created the fireworks. Because aren't they? I would think fireworks are made by machines. Anyway, it's wow, it's pretty crazy. Humans created fireworks, but God created humans. It's pretty crazy to think about. And then I thought about the human brain and how I don't know, neurons are super complex, and the different sections of the brain all interact, and it's kind of like fireworks. I don't know if you could see inside of it, would it look kind of like fireworks? Maybe. If we just look at a neuron diagram, I guess. I was looking at this earlier. You see kind of a similarity. There's this branch, tree-like or branch-like structure that occurs in nature. And you see it with a brain cell. You also see it with mycelium, which funny, interestingly enough, grow mushrooms mushrooms and sometimes psilocybin mushrooms that this is pretty good, I guess. That actually help your brain. So kind of interesting how that works. But so yeah, right here, you see it. That's a good one. Maybe this one too. Yeah, very interesting pattern that you see in nature. And I don't know why my computer's being terrible, super slow right now. But come on, dude. Okay, yeah, this sort of structure right here. It's often it's like roots basically, but in this case it's mycelium. It's very interesting. As someone who has grown psilocybin mushrooms, it's very cool to look at and to watch it grow, and all these different connections form, and the highway under the soil. Yeah, it's basically they're channels essentially. They I was looking up anyway, trying to find a stand for my Shure SM7DB. Anyway, They basically transport nutrients, and to the fruiting body of the mushroom. Anyway, but yeah, so like I was just thinking about brain cells and like that's crazy, and I don't know. Just thinking about God really, and like there's so many things that humans have come up with that are just kind of mind blowing, and I think fireworks is one of them. Like it's like wow, like the fact that humans came up with that is pretty freaking cool. Like it's pretty awesome. But again, like God must be awesome because like God created all the humans that invented everything. I mean, God created every single person who is alive currently and who has ever been alive. So it's crazy, but yeah. But I was also thinking. I mean, okay, so okay. I guess now we'll kind of go to America and celebrating our independence. Yeah. I'll admit it was a bit strange to go to this gathering, and witness the fireworks and the celebration and all that, given the fact that, if we're just gonna be honest, our nation has kind of gone to shit, or at least it is currently going to shit. And sorry to curse, but it's the S word. I mean, come on, it's not that bad. And so, like, why do I say that? Well, let's think about this for a moment here. It's like, I mean, we're in a crap ton of debt still. Up until recently, gas prices were frankly quite absurd. Parents are failing at a rate that, as far as I can tell, based on my observations, is unprecedented. Critical thinking, it's like critical thinking is like an 80-year-old man who is slowly but surely getting weaker and weaker and dying. And there's only a handful of people, like a very small percentage of people in the U.S., who are giving it morsels and keeping him alive. So there's that. What else? Our healthcare system is like terrible. Our education system there's still so many flaws. We're doing a bunch of things that just don't make sense. Like how about, for example, making kids get up at like 8 a.m. or schools start at like 8 a.m. And that's just goes against biology. That's absurd. It's a stupid I mean, maybe not absurd, but it's stupid. It's a really freaking dumb rule. It's a dumb thing to do. And that's just to name the ones that are on the top of my head. So and that's why I almost I almost didn't go. I considered not going. I was like, should I really do, like, does it really make sense to celebrate? I don't know, to celebrate America. Like, I get that it's the 250th anniversary, and that's a cool number at least, and the 4th of July only comes once a year and all that. Like, I get that. I get all of that. But like, if we're trying to like objectively analyze our nation, I mean, does it really make sense to be celebrating like our independence and independent? Like, I don't even think that's really accurate to say that we're an independent nation. We're a free country. I mean, yeah, like, would I want to live anywhere else? I don't think so. So like, I admit that. Like, I'm not saying like, I don't know. I mean, I've never lived anywhere else, so I don't know. I mean, maybe like, I don't know, Australia maybe. I don't know. I've just heard. I guess it was the recent episode of Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and Link from GMM. Link was saying that he really likes Australia, but I mean, visiting. I mean, I don't know if he'd want to live there, but yeah, so I'm kind of going based off that. But that's like one person. Anyway, I know Codfish. She lives there, and I don't know. I mean, he seems pretty happy, but anyway, yeah, he's from Sydney, down under. But yeah, like, look, I'm not saying our country is not the best country in the world. I'm saying our country could be a lot better than it is, and I guess if we're gonna get technical, should be a lot better than it is, given what a human being and human beings collectively are capable of. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I want to make that clear. I'm not saying we're not a great country, although I'm not sure. That's a tough thing to. I don't know. I feel like we still are a great country. I think I would say that, but I don't know because the education system sucks. Like that's a big one too. Like that's a big one, and parenting. Like just the stuff that I would see like at Ingles, man. Like I'm glad I don't work retail anymore. I guess. Well, I work at pizza place. Is it technically retail? I guess, but I'm glad I don't work at like a grocery store anymore, which I did for a while, like over a year of my life. Because the stuff I would see, like, and even when I worked at Lowe's Foods for like what was it, like 2 months or month and a half, 2 months, stuff I would see, bro, like, gosh, it made me like just lose hope in humanity. Like parents just not giving a crap, like just letting their kids, have a phone when they're 4 years old, like getting mad at their kid when it's like you need to help the kid. Like it's just not good. Like parents not being in control of their emotions. Like that's just not like I look. I was talking about it. I was talking. One sec. I was talking to my therapist about it the other day, and I was basically saying like a lot of parents don't like seem like they have no idea what the heck they're doing. And she told me, she was like, yeah, we pretty much don't know what the heck we're doing. And I was like, yeah, which is fair. Like I told her, I was like I'm not a parent. Like I'm sure it's probably the most difficult thing a person could do. But that's why, look, I've said this before. I think I'll say it again. Well, a couple things about parenting. First thing is, yeah, like you're never going to be fully prepared, fully ready to have kids. I don't think that's possible. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. And what was it? Oh my gosh, what is it? My former pastor said. He said I was an expert on parenting until I had kids. That's what he said. He's a great guy. Anyway, but Will Lonus, if you want to look him up on Facebook or something. But here's the thing about parenting. And I can say this, even having never been a parent, I can still say, like, just using logic, I can sort of come to understand certain things about it. Don't have experience, but you know what I mean. Like, there's nothing stopping you from going, as someone who's, like, about to be a parent or, wants to have kids within a year or something. There's nothing stopping you from going to the library and buying, what am I saying? And getting books on parenting, like, or purchasing books on Amazon about parenting, or borrowing books from your friends about parenting, like that other people have written, especially parents probably, or maybe like Carl Jung maybe, or something like, what is stopping you from doing that as an adult? There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Like, again, if you can't afford to like buy them on Amazon or whatever, go get them from the library or something. Like, I mean, it's very low cost. Like, there's nothing stopping you from reading books by people who have been parents and experienced the highs and lows and all the difficulties and all that, and then have written books about it to try to help other people. Now, does that mean if you do that, you will just be covered? You'll be good. No unexpected problem will arise as you're a parent and will catch you off guard. And like, no, obviously not. But like, if a problem that was written about in a book that you read does arise, then you'll at least have a general idea of how it should be handled. And if you hadn't read that book, you would just be like, oh, what do we do? Like, and so like, you get my point? Like, it can be useful. It can be, and believe me, if I ever have kids, if I ever get lucky enough to get married, first of all, I'm going to read like mad. Like, I'm going to pick up, I don't know, 50 books on parenting or something, and knowing that it'll never be like, okay, now I know everything about parenting. Like, obviously not. But again, it can prepare you so that, like, even if maybe if a problem does arise that you never read about in any of the books, you can maybe kind of deduce down, sort of using the knowledge that you have gained from the books you've read about parenting. You may be able to kind of deduce down how that problem might be solved, or maybe not solved, but remedied, or tackled, I guess we could say. And so that's the thing about parenting. And the other thing too, and I would say this is actually more important, so maybe I should have started with this, but if you are not, if you, let's see here. In my opinion, it is every adult's duty, every adult who's planning on having a kid, it is your duty as a potential or as a future parent to scour the depths of your psyche and do whatever work on yourself, shadow work, whatever, journaling, whatever you have to do, however much is necessary, in order to ensure that there is not, to ensure that you do not traumatize your kids and pass on the trauma that you let's say was placed upon you to your kid. And I don't think I'll ever change my mind on this. Like, I will die on this hill. It is every grown adult's duty, every grown adult who wants to have a kid one day, before you have a kid, you have to do this. You have to know that you know yourself well enough so that you do not continue the pattern, I guess, of generational trauma. Like, so you don't traumatize your kids. Like, now, yes, it's impossible to know yourself 100%. Like, only God knows you that well. You're never gonna understand yourself perfectly, literally perfectly, but you can ensure that there's not some, something lurking in your subconscious and affecting you, your mind, that, some experience that happened to you when you were 8 that is currently affecting your daily life, and that, causes you to behave in ways that are, well, let's say not healthy or normal, although normal is I guess it's kind of a relative term, but it's you have to do this if you're an adult, and I just don't understand why adults don't do this. Like, I mean, I guess I do, and it's just that they're lazy, I guess. I mean, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to, to speak in metaphorical terms, face the dragon, as Jordan Peterson would say. But it's true. I mean, it's like, it's not fun, but it's not supposed to be. It's like, many things that are necessary are not pleasant. They're not easy. They're not exciting, but they're still necessary. Like, if you're a real man or a real woman, you will, in my opinion, ensure that you do this. Ensure that there's no, you don't have any trauma. You've again searched the depths of your soul thoroughly to ensure that there's not something in you that will come forward or like that'll come out in the form of anger, or that will otherwise negatively impact your ability to be a good parent and cause you to not fulfill your role or do your job as a parent. Because also, I mean, like, neglect is also apparently a form of abuse, according to The Body Keeps the Score. So it may not even be that you physically hurt your kid or yell at them or anything like that, but if you neglect their needs, then that's also very, very bad and can be traumatic. So it's just, I feel like the importance of that. The importance of this cannot be overemphasized, I don't think. I mean, you have to do it, bro. And if you don't, you are a bad person. You're not a real man or not a real woman, in my opinion, if you don't do this. Because what are you doing? You're saying, because here's the thing. When there's something in you that needs to be paid attention to. It makes itself manifest. It comes because it comes out. You yell, or you you say something and you think, why the heck did I say that? That was, or you see a part of yourself that you're like, why do I want to do that? Like it manifests itself. So when there's a part of you that needs to be analyzed or investigated, this may be more accurate, and maybe analyzed, and dealt with, when there's a problem that you need to deal with, you need to confront. And so there's no excuse. There's no excuses. There's no excuses for not doing the work. Again, it's just, you have to do it. If you don't, then you're just basically saying, okay, I'm not willing to face the dragon. I'm gonna put that on my kid. My kid will have to deal with it. Because they will. Trauma doesn't just go away. It gets bigger, and it keeps going down each generation until finally someone says, okay, enough is enough. I'm willing to confront this monster. That's how it works. It's how it's always worked. Like, that is how it works. So, and again, you can never know yourself perfectly, literally perfectly, but you do know when something, when there's a part of you when you act in a way that is not healthy or good, you might say. And again, like what I would say is, I've written this down before, is negative emotion is essentially a signal that points toward where psychological entropy is out of control. Or maybe it's just a signal that points towards psychological entropy. But either way, I think that's a good way of thinking about it. And so you can look at that entropy and you can try to sort it out, figure out what it is. You do that through writing. You can do that through art, creating art, or you can do it through just like making a video, kind of like this. Or there's many different ways to do it. Going out in nature, praying, reading the Bible, can be great for that. But I think prayer especially, really, because and so that's the thing. Anyway, I'm getting tired now, but I want to end this video pretty soon. But so that's parenting. I know I kind of went on a rant, but that's just something that really bothers me. Seeing parents that are just doing a dismal job of being a parent, just a dreadful parenting skills. It's really not good. It's a really freaking bad thing. It really is. Like, we need to take it seriously too. It's like, these parents have no understanding of child psychology. And again, there's nothing stopping them from obtaining books on child psychology, and again, reading books about or that other parents have written about parenting and various struggles that one may face, and Carl Jung and maybe Freud a bit, although Freud was, he got some things right, but he was, anyway, won't get into that. But Carl Rogers, I think he wrote a good bit about kids. You got Carl Jung, and then Carl Rogers too. What's stopping upcoming parents from doing that? Nothing. Like, nothing is stopping you from not stopping them from doing that. So anyway, but yeah, I think those are the main things I wanted to talk about. Oh, you know what? I was gonna make this a separate video, but screw it. I'm just gonna talk about it now. I may as well, and it kind of ties in with, America, which is driving. Okay, now I know it's not just me. What the crap is wrong with people who like driving? What is up? What is up with it, man? Like, it's like, I've noticed it a lot lately. It's either people not using blinkers, people making bolds but really better word for that is stupid decisions, like pulling out all of a sudden. That happened recently. Like I almost honked at the person. So it was like, dude, come on. I had to hit my brakes. And, like, that was stupid. Like, definitely. Like, I mean, or it's people at night, people friggin' turning their dude, I gotta be careful not to curse. Turning their freaking brights on and coming up behind you. And also people, like, what is up with people just wanting to go so fast? Like, everyone wants to go, not everyone, but so many people just want to go fast. They want to go like 10 over the speed limit, or like sometimes guys, you know, I don't know if you live in South Carolina, like anyone in South Carolina is watching this video, but, or especially if you live like in Taylor's or Greer or Tigerville, but it's okay sometimes to just go the speed limit. It's okay. Like, we don't always have to go fast, guys. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's okay, you know? It's okay sometimes just to go, you know, speed limit, or even a little slower maybe, especially if it is like at night. You know, there's not many cars on the road. Like, it's okay to go a bit slow. You know, just kind of enjoy it, you know? That's okay. We don't always have to go fast and, you know, try to get to where we're going as soon as possible. We don't have to do that. Like, it's okay. It's not that serious. Like, so yeah, and then let's also talk, I mean, may as well, feel like I have to talk about swerving too. People be swerving, like not able to stay in their own freaking lane. And it's like, dude, get in your freaking lane. Again, I know I'm ranting right now, but I don't care. That's just me. It's like, stay in your freaking lane. Get in your lane. Like, stay in your lane. Like, literally, it's absurd sometimes. And I have had to honk a couple times. And like, drunk driving is just like one of the stupidest things you could do. Really is. Like, that's something I just hate so much. I mean, for real, like, that's so, no, you cannot be doing that, bro. Like, no, you should not even, don't even think about doing that. Like, it's just horrible. And so, I mean, oh yeah, and then let's also talk about the traffic lights. Let's talk about that while we're at it. May as well. What is up with these traffic lights? At least near like Tigerville and Greer and Taylor's, some of these traffic lights are just like broken. Like, what is that? Is that the algorithm was programmed horribly, or what? Because like, they just don't make sense, bro. It's like letting all these cars go, and then there's cars like a mile away, and like there's like 6 cars on like both sides, right? If you get what I mean, that are waiting, or more than that, like 12 cars on both sides. And then you got like these cars like a mile away that get to go over here. They get to go even though they haven't even been waiting. And we have to sit there for like 3 minutes and freaking just sit there. And it's like, bro, like, I would honk, except it does nothing, obviously. Like, the lights don't have ears. So like, I wish that did something, but I would honk. You know, I'd honk like mad if it actually did something. But like, what is up with that, man? Like, it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, there's this one light. I don't know if I mentioned this before, maybe, but there's this one light. It's relatively close to where I live. That you know, it's you know what? If someone is watching this and they live in Greer or Taylor's, they might know this light. It's near the Flying Fox Coffee. So it's near Dollar General and a gas station. It's that light right there. It's near Peggy's Diner. It's right there. If you know this area, you know exactly the light I'm talking about. Like, it's so, dude, this light is so freaking broken. Like, I don't know what is up with it, man. It's just so broken. It doesn't make any sense. Cause like, especially if I'm going back home, and it'll be red, but then, so there's 3 roads, right? The road on the left, there's no road on the right. So it's boom, boom, and then, well, I'm trying to think because it's flipped. Whatever. Road on the left, boom, boom. So like, yeah. Anyway, there's no road over here, and so like, so I'll be like here. It'll let the people over here go, but then I'm going straight, and these people can't turn this way, right? No. Can't turn that way. No. Well, either way, what I'm saying is there's no reason why I can't just go, because these people can't turn that way and I'm not turning left. So literally no one's in danger unless someone does something absurd. And so So oftentimes, what do? I just go. When it's red, I just go because there's literally no reason for me not to go. And like that, the light could turn green, and then again, I just have to be careful. Like if I'm turning left, or if whoever's at the light is turning left, they just have to be careful and make sure no one's coming this way. But that's all they have to pay attention to. Like it's pretty easy. It's not that difficult. So it could turn green, but it never does. It stays red for no freaking reason, and then it's ridiculous. And so I've ran that ran that light like I don't know 12 times probably, or yeah, maybe more. Well, yeah, I'd say at least a dozen times, like, because it's just and the thing is, I mean, I've never seen a cop over there ever, like literally ever. So that's one reason I do it. But also, I mean, usually it's pretty late at night too. So, but there could be a cop, but I've never seen a cop over there. But also, even if there was a cop and they pulled me over, I would literally just explain to him what I just said. Like I would just explain and be like, yeah, well, I'm not turning left and no one can turn right because there's not a road over there. Like there's a house there, but like there's no road. And so I'm like, yeah, there's literally I'm putting nobody in danger by just running it. And so if the cop has any sense, he'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. And then just let me go. Cause I mean, that's why the law is there in the first place to, for safety. And it's like, real consequentialism essentially. Nick Miller's meta theory. Anyway. Yeah, it's so, we all follow these rules, the rules of traffic, and well, hopefully, at least usually, and we, that's how we stay safe on the road. Generally, again, sometimes stuff happens, right? But but yeah, so like, boy, I just had to say that. I had to get that off my chest, man. like, no, for real though, because like it's just ridiculous. I mean, it is. It just is. At this point, it's 2026 and we're having lights that are like not programmed. Like whoever programmed them failed. Like they don't make sense the way they work. Like come on guys. It's 2026, bro. Like yeah, I mean right now, today America's been a thing for 250 years. Like we could do better than this, y'all. I mean, come on. Like bro, this should not be happening. Like and not to mention, we may as well talk about gas prices while we're at it, which I mentioned earlier, I think. But yeah, finally down to like, sub $3.50 a gallon, at least in South Carolina. And at least they're not too high now. Like I'm grateful that they're down at least. Thank God for that, for real. But like, it's still like, why did it take so long? Like, come on. I know it's the president politics and stuff, but again, we can do better. Like we can freaking do better about it. Like it doesn't have to be this way, y'all. It doesn't have to be. Although no, low key, really, here's what I'll say too, with regards to traffic and stuff, and kind of relates to gas prices too, is we need to freaking start using the third dimension to travel. Like our world is 3D, but yet compared to how often we travel in 2 dimensions, we basically never travel in 3 dimensions. I mean, obviously we got planes and helicopters, but as far as percentage goes, like percentages, it's very, very low. It's very, very rare that we use the third dimension essentially to travel. So like, I think someone needs to, I guess I'm gonna have to do it at some point, if I can get rich eventually. Because someone needs to invent like some kind of like vehicle that flies, that probably just is for like one or 2 people. But we need to figure out how to get some technology that's relatively quiet and hopefully solar powered would be probably best. But yeah, and then also like is what was I about to say? Oh, safe, like we have a like backup safety, like 3 like mechanisms, I guess, or I guess things that will like deploy or take effect or something if something goes wrong and like you run out of power or whatever. So that if one fails, you got the other one. If 2 fail, you got the third one at least. And maybe we need more than that, like 4 or 5. I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, it's just because then like we have this whole dimension that we hardly ever use. I mean, we do with planes and stuff, but like, I mean, because lines be getting too long, y'all. Like I'd be pulling up, I'd be just trying to go to work, and like there's 20 cars in this line, and it's like I'm not even in an area that's really that busy, and it's still, or like compared to some areas, and it's still like that. It's like, good God, like Lord have mercy, like. And here's the thing. Here's what makes it worse too, and I may as well bring this up and talk about this. Is oftentimes it's freaking hot as. I mean, it feels like it's hot as hell outside. Like, what is it? Today it got up to like 90 something. I mean, it was hot at the. Yeah, it's literally 79 right now, and it's 11:15. Like, guys, this is a problem, y'all. Like, I guess I'm gonna have to, I don't know, become a millionaire so I can do something about this, because no one else wants to solve this problem. But look, tomorrow's Sunday, 91. Monday, 90. Tuesday, 89. Wednesday, 90. Thursday, 92. Friday, 90. And it finally gets a little bit cooler. Saturday, 85. Sunday, 86. Monday, 89. Like, bro, why? Like, what are we going to do about this insanely hot weather, y'all? Nothing? We're just going to scorch? We're just going to cook? We're just going to let it keep getting this hot until we cook ourselves? Is that what we're going to do? Like, I think what we should do, and apparently Bill Gates had a similar idea, is what my mom told me, which I guess I'll look that up. But I think what we should do is create some sort of like blanket, like layer, some kind of technology. So we have this like layer in the sky that essentially blocks, a certain percentage, probably a small percentage, but still a significant amount of the sun. That way it only gets up to like 80 degrees maybe at the hottest time of the summer, which is basically now. Let's see, for keeping the environment cool. Did I spell that? Whatever. Solar geoengineering. Tiny sun reflecting particles such as. Yes, bro. Now, okay, that's okay. Sun reflecting particles. Well, I support at least looking into this. Potentially mitigate. Highly debated. Agriculture. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But, bro, like, yeah, so he's kind of thinking of playing God or saving Earth. He has kind of a different idea. But deploying artificial cooling technology. Only if the planet hits so. Yeah, guys, like this is getting absurd. Like I'm about to move to Maine or some crap, but I don't want to have to do that. Like, and I get that it's probably fine as far as the climate change. Like, it's probably like we're gonna be okay, probably. But like, also I don't know. Like, I mean, are we? I mean, again, Lord have mercy. Like, good Lord. I mean, we got to figure something out so that it's like getting up to like 85 at the hottest, at least like in South Carolina. I mean, like, I don't know, bro. It's just like I don't want can't even talk, man. I just I don't want to have to move to Alaska or something, or Maine or something. But like, I might have to. I mean, shoot, I prefer extreme cold over extreme heat. Though really, I don't like. I mean, I like cool temperatures, but if it's one or the other, I'll take extreme cold. Like even into the negatives, like -20, -30, like that's extreme. But compared to 95, I'll take, super, super cold. Because at least I can like put a bunch of layers on and stuff. Like, and another thing too is, I had this idea, man, back when I was a junior, I think in high school, of, me and this girl, we had this project thing for our marketing class, and we had to invent something. We invented this, like, I mean, it wasn't real. We didn't actually, but we came up with this product, which was a jacket, or a vest rather, that it was like it's apparently a perfusion vest is what firefighters use. It was like a perfusion vest, but it didn't only like pump out cold water so it could cool you down, but it also could warm you up. So that was what made it different from some other stuff on the market. And I don't know, it's like maybe I should actually try to invent this. Like, I mean, for real. Like, I don't know. Or maybe I should just buy a perfusion vest. No, it'd be cooler to invent one. Like, honestly, I mean, if Mark Rober, he could probably invent one, or we could like collaborate. I mean, he'd be doing most of the work probably. But I don't know, like that could be something. I mean, that could really be something. Cause like it's just like the cold I kind of like, and I'm talking like not extreme cold, but like 25 to like 45 or like 50 degrees. I kind of like that. Like, cause Wim Hof breathing and stuff, like I like that, you know? Whereas like super hot, like 85 to 95 plus, like even getting into the triple digits, it's like, no, thank you. I don't like, no, thank you. Never. Like, please, never. Yeah. So anyway, boy, this was a long video. I need to end it, but, covered 3 topics. Yeah, I was going to make it 3 separate videos, but screw it. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I'm not saying all these solutions are like easy and stuff, like, you know, it's hard, but like, I think we can do it. I mean, the human mind is like limitless. So now we are still limited, but as far as expansion of consciousness, there's no upper limit to it. So I don't see why we shouldn't try to solve some of these problems, like the crappy traffic lights and insanely hot environment. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good 4th, and God bless. Bye.